very vigilant right now with a massive perimeter in the French Quarter blocked off.
Y'all was saying something the other day.
What?
Y'all was saying something the other day. It's a personal question.
Okay.
Why do y'all call y'all mom Judy and not mom?
I'll say this. I call her mom, but like the funny thing is, it's a joke that like if I call her mom, if I'm like mom, like 5 women look, you know what I mean? And then she got social media probably. I was gonna say it feels like it was before COVID, but it feels like it was probably like 25 days ago. I mean 25 years ago, but it was probably like 5 or 7 years ago. And so all of her social media is Lake View Judy. So I don't know, just started kind of, calling her Judy, So yeah. So
The fact that both of y'all do it together.
right.
Is like,
And then I think and then I don't know, we just both started doing it. Like I don't know if there's any like hardcore rivalries other than just, And I'm sure
Mom,
like
call the
psychologically.
same phone. Everybody got the same ring.
Yeah. So I'm sure though, like too, like I'm sure Church and I could say talk to mom, like mom, But yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. I've never dug into the psychology
It
of
was
it.
like, but to hear both of y'all
Yeah,
say
say Judy. Yeah. Brittany Renner too.
Excuse me, officer. Is it any way I can know what happened? Because my boss right here, and all of you don't want to know.
Yeah, they had a car broke down.
Preliminary information on what has taken place. Because this is an active investigation, we want to make our citizens aware of what is taking place, and there will be no questions because we are continuing to investigate. We will have an updated briefing at 11. We'll be at police headquarters. If that changes, we will let you know, and for 3 p.m. And with that, we will get our group behind us to assemble. As I said, we will have 3 to 4 of our leaders speaking. We won't be able to take questions because we are still actively investigating this situation. And with that, please all to assemble, so let's get in position for where you are.
Hey Travers, if you can hear me, we just got an update from city officials that we're expecting to hear from multiple law enforcement agencies. They tell us that they will not be taking any questions from the media after they do address us because this is an ongoing investigation. They tell us that they do plan on updating us again 11 o'clock in the afternoon. They say possibly again 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but right now we're just waiting on multiple law enforcement agencies to come on down and address us. That's including NOPD Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick. You see New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell right there. Also Louisiana State Police. So we will get those up to you just momentarily. Travers.
Okay. Good morning once again. People coming before you is our unified command, leading with our mayor. And Mayor LaToya Cantrell will start with her remarks.
Thank you.
Okay, just give us just a little space, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Good morning. First of all, we do know that the city of New Orleans was impacted by a terrorist attack. It's all still under investigation. You'll hear more after me. However, I have been in direct contact with the White House, with Governor Landry, and of course a unified command who is present here. What I'm asking at this time are prayers for those who have lost their lives in the city of New Orleans due to this tragedy. In addition to that, I'm asking the public to stay clear of 8 blocks around Bourbon Street. Stay clear from Bourbon Street, 8 blocks around. Very active, and again, a unified command is in place right now. I'm going to ask Chief Kirkpatrick to give you an update. You're then going to hear from our agent in charge relative to the FBI. So at this time, Chief Kirkpatrick.
Thank you. All right. Good morning, everyone. So I'm going to give you as much of the information I possibly can. We are going to give you an update a couple of times today. So we will give you just the basics this morning, all right? We had this event started at about 3:15. It did involve a man driving a pickup truck down Bourbon Street at a very fast pace, and it was very intentional behavior. This man was trying to run over as many people as he possibly could. It was not a DUI situation. This is a more complex and more serious based on the information we have right now. With respect to numbers, we have right now, and as you already know, this could change throughout the day. We do know that there are 26 injured people who are at UMC Hospital. We know we have 4 at Truro, 4 at Oshner Baptist, 1 at Tulane, but even as I was walking out the door, I believe I have an unconfirmed additional people who have been taken to other area hospitals, possibly on the east side. But we give you as many correctors as we can as the day progresses. It is a very tragic situation for me to tell you that we know we have 10 people that this man killed on Bourbon Street. That is why we do not want anyone on Bourbon Street today. Wherever you see yellow tape, please do not violate this tape. This is in order to protect and stabilize the scene. We have information to a certain degree of the demographics of those who are in the hospital right now. We do not know at this point how many could be tourists versus locals, but from the information I have right now, it seems the majority are locals versus tourists. What I also can tell you is that this man, this perpetrator, he fired on our officers from his vehicle when he crashed his vehicle. 2 of our officers have been shot. They are stable, and we will give you an update on them. I have yet been able to go to the hospital. I will be leaving here for us to go visit our officers. We have called in every officer that we have. We have so much appreciated our partnerships who have also offered us staff. Last night, we had over 300 officers out here. And because of the intentional mindset of this perpetrator who went around our barricades in order to conduct this, he was hell-bent on creating the carnage and the damage that he did. Because of the nature and the indices that we have on the scene, and we have enough information that the FBI will be taking over this investigation. And with that, I am going to be asking, this is the assistant agent in charge. This is Agent Duncan, Special Agent Duncan, and she has taken over this case on behalf of us and the FBI. As always, we will be in partnership with all of our partners, but Agent Duncan, if you want to have a few words for me.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning. My name is Alethea Duncan. I'm the Assistant Special Agent in charge for FBI New Orleans. As Chief Kirkpatrick said, we'll be taking over the investigative lead for this event. This is not a terrorist event. What it is right now is their improvised explosive devices that was found. and we are working on confirming if this is a viable device or not. As Chief Kirkpatrick said, we're asking everyone to stay away from Bourbon Street, specifically from Canal Street to St. Anne. That is my ask. Once again, stay away from Bourbon Street, Canal Street, all the way to St. Anne until we can figure out what is going on. Our goal is to provide you additional information at the 11 a.m. press conference. Thank you so much, and we will be in touch.
Yes. I will say that we want our community and our visitors to continue enjoying. There's so much to enjoy about New Orleans, and we are going to make sure that our routes in a Superdome are safe today for the game, and yet we had this tragic event, and we're sorry again to everyone in our community. But we do want you to go about the day, as we say, just stay away from Bourbon, okay?
Could you elaborate on the device? You did say something about the device.
We actually are not going to be taking questions this morning until we have more information. That's why we will give you an 11 o'clock briefing. So until then, please hold your questions. We will give you everything that we possibly can, okay? So 11 o'clock, we will see you at the headquarters, and we will go again from there, okay? No questions, no questions right now.
The device is confirmed?
Thank you all. We will see you at 11 a.m.
So Megan Robb is here, still here with me.
Trying to be brief and recap this thing if we can.
Yeah, hey, Dad.
to ID him? Did he have identification on him? Where is he from? Where did this, threat originate? Those are the questions we do not yet have answers to.
And then now
hopefully we'll hear from later today.
Right, and the reports as well is that when police approached him after he crashed into that crane,
Yes.
he opened fire on officers, striking 2 separate officers. So
they're in stable condition.
They're in stable condition. It's unclear the extent of their injuries, but 2 officers shot in this situation. Mass casualty event, at least 10 people killed, 35 and minimum injured. The chief talking as well about additional unconfirmed victims that may have showed up at other area hospitals in the area. But again, 26 of the injured people taken to UMC there, just off of Canal Street, the level 1 trauma center. But 26 patients arriving at a hospital at once is a difficult task to handle.
Absolutely. I also heard the mayor say she's been in contact with the White House because, again, the mayor has framed this as a terrorist attack. Now, she did couch it and say this is still under investigation, but she said she's been in contact with the White House about what transpired this morning. The FBI now taking over the lead as the lead investigative agency on this incident. The lead FBI agent saying they're not quite ready. They are not quite ready to say this is a terrorist attack.
She said, so Centrell said, quote, "We know the city of New Orleans was impacted by a terrorist attack."
Yeah.
But the agent in charge, Althea Duncan, says, quote, "This is not a terrorist event." So a lot of questions there. Clearly a disconnect between the FBI and the administration. So
I believe they said 11:30 is when they're going to be updating the media and the public.
And then that's going to be at the police headquarters, which is now several blocks away from this scene. But let's keep you there on the scene. We'll go out now live to Josh Robertson. Josh, where are you?
Here we go. Hey, Rob. Hey, Meg. We're right here on the corner right now of Iberville and Dauphine, which, earlier you saw me on my phone with the giving you a live signal from my phone walking up and down Dauphine. And if you look, I'll step out of the way, actually, so you can see they have all this still barricaded at this time. And as the police and the FBI all gave their briefings, and I know that it was frustrating trying to say whether or not we can say this is a terrorist attack, because obviously we heard two different things there, and there are still a lot of questions. And people who are walking up and down here on Dauphine, they've got plenty of these questions too, and we're giving them. I've been trying to tell people as much as I know. I did have state police actually tell me about the potential issue with devices or a bomb. He said there was a threat of some kind, and did tell me that at one of these intersections, and that's why they're telling people to stay back. And so I know that was something that was probably needs a little bit more clarification too, just as what exactly happened here with this person driving this vehicle that, what we were told, intentionally driving in to this crowd of people.